Okay. We are live. So, you just pop that button right there when you're ready to pop it up into the viewfinder for me. So she's got the single colors in here. She's got the all 6, and she's got the bundle. So you can just switch that out as I talk about each one.
What do you mean switch it out? Like,
okay,
just
just pop go live.
Okay.
Okay, so now you should be able to see the video live somewhere, and give it just a sec because there's a delay in there, but that's going to pop up in the corner of the screen. If you have your phone and you can see it through the app, you can see it come up immediately. Here's your Facebook. Let's see, Facebook is connected. All right, so there's your product.
And then I just view, do I hit view to switch?
Hit view, yep. And then go live each time. There you go.
Oh,
so we're
that's
just
easy.
Yeah.
So when you switch between colors, I'll just
Yeah. So pop that bundle back in there for us again. Unwrap. What does that mean? Just click add and scroll down and see if it popped it back in there somewhere. Just like that right there. Yep. She didn't. So close it. Double click it again. It is check marked. Unwrap. I don't either. Okay, hit the trash can of that. Oh, it took it out altogether. Okay, so now add and type in Dynamite. Let's see if it finds it. It doesn't. Okay. All right, so I think we did. So close. Here it's an inventory. Oh wait, there it is. Ready to go live. Okay. Not sure how that happened, but we'll figure out the little quirks of that. All right. Hi, boo-boos. Let me see if my camera is charged. It is. Let me get my microphone on. Aren't these pretty? We were just getting all of our technology stuff up and going. Let me get my monitor here real quick so I can see y'all. Happy Wednesday. And let's see, here we are. We're going to talk about these beautiful neon glitters. They are so neon. They're not showing as neon on camera. I think probably because I have so many lights going here. All right. Can everybody hear me okay? Let's zoom in. Let's do a little zoom. Aren't these pretty? Hold on. I got some more samples to show you. Hey, Omira. Hi, Tammy. Let's see who we have watching on Facebook. We have Lynn McDill and Lee Palmer, Rebecca Mentor, 6 other people. I can't see who they are. Newest comments. And let's see, we've got a bunch of people watching over on the app. So thank y'all for being here. If you've not downloaded our app, please consider doing that so you get a really good transmission. We're going to talk about something new tonight. Is it 7? It's 7 o'clock. Okay. So when I gave these to the girls yesterday, I said, y'all give these names. And I want them to be explosive names. Not only did they give them explosive names, they're explosively beautiful. This is Atomic Bombshell. Now, this is a neon bubblegum pink, but she's got all kinds of reflective colors. There's blue, there's purple, there's teal, there's orange. Do y'all see that? Isn't that pretty? This is Atomic Bombshell. Now, she's right up in the top. This is a luxury ladybug sparkler. What makes it luxury? Well, first of all, these are cosmetic grade glitters and they are super blingy. Do y'all remember when we released our diamond collection? Oh gosh, it's been a couple of years ago. Y'all remember that? How they went crazy? This is the TNT diamond collection. So these are diamond glitters also. Not real diamonds. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Diamond reflective, only in neon colors. They're cosmetic grade. They're solvent resistant. The colors don't fade on you. It stays really nice and bright and pretty. Atomic Bombshell. Isn't that pretty? The next color is this beautiful mango-ish. It's like a mango pink. Mango pink. She's called Watermelon Warhead. Arlene, aren't they beautiful? Now, these all come in a bundle tonight, but they're all available individually too. So I'm just showing you the colors real quick. Watermelon Warhead. Looks like something straight out of Trinidad. It's very tropical and melony and pretty. There's a lot of gold reflection in that. A little bit of purple. Maria, aren't they? They're going to be perfect for summer. And here is Watermelon Warhead on the nail tip. Don't y'all like the way these nail tips are swatched tonight? I had an angel helper for this. Okay, Watermelon Warhead. Now, Fresh Fusion. Whoops. She went down. Fresh Fusion. This is like a tangerine on steroids. It's a bright orangey tangerine with lots of orange and gold reflection, but when you turn it this way a little bit, you definitely see some purple and a little bit of teal coming off of that. Let me show it to you in the jar. This is Fresh Fusion. Thank you, Maria. We can't wait to see you in a few weeks. Few weeks, nothing. 2 weeks from today. Look at this, how pretty. There are 5 cuts of glitter in each of these jars. You see there? We got little itty bitty babies down there. 4 or 5. 4 or 5 cuts. All different sizes. So that one is called Fresh Fusion. Then we have Radioactive. Radioactive is a true highlighter yellow. Really, really bright. Brooke was telling me when she was filling these in the jar, she's like, Miss Tracy, my eyes were hurting. I'm like, boo, you need to put your sunglasses on. They are so much brighter in person than it's reflecting on the Facebook screen. Now, on the app, they look pretty much true to color. We can't wait to see you, Sharon. I'm glad you're here. Oh, Myra, you'll be here. Sarah, all of y'all are coming. Anyway, that was Radioactive. Here we go. Next one. This limey, like a snow cone kind of green color. It's a true to color neon green. She is reflecting gold, almost like a royal blue, and I kind of tilt it this way. Lots of green. Her name is Apocalyptic. Show you what she looks like. Isn't that beautiful? When these came in a few weeks ago, we were like, oh my gosh, that is our favorite glitter collection. Apocalyptic. Now, we gave you a price break on the bundle tonight. If you get the bundle, you'll save a little money. And last but not least, we've got this beautiful neon blue. Her name is Electric Shockwave. Electric Shockwave. That one is reflecting some periwinkle, definitely some purple. See what happens when I turn her sideways? Purple, gold, blue. And so there, am I in frame? I don't think I can get all these in there. Let me scoot it in a little further so we can get all of this in. That we have just a 6-piece glitter set. If you don't need anything else that's in the bundle tonight, you can get just the 6-piece glitters. These are $8 a piece if you buy one. And we have a little surprise here. This is like Tutti Frutti. This was a little bit of each one of those mixed together, and look what it made. Look at that. That is so pretty. So the possibilities are really endless with these because you could mix and match this with other things that you have. But it does look really tutti frutti when you start mixing it. Lots of gold undertones in that. Champagne-y, blue, pink. So that's the combination of all of those. All right. So let me show you what comes in the bundle. I got to move these out of the way so I can have these to work with. Let me sit these over to the side. In the bundle, you're going to get all 6 glitters, all 6 of those. You're also going to get one of our new decals. This is called Black Smoke. Black Smoke. These are also available individually. Mine are open. Let me show you mine. Look at those, how pretty. And then because you are encapsulating with this, we wanted to throw in a red carpet, restore and repair. This is a clear encapsulation rubber-based gel that'll give you a really nice look to all of this. Okay, so you get all of that for, I forget the price of it, like 60 something and change, I believe. And that is on sale. Is it $69.99 is the price of the entire bundle. That bundle is called Dynamite Bundle. Dynamite Bundle. We only have 20 bundles tonight because we put lots of individuals in the store, so you know, we could pop that out for anybody that wanted. Isn't this pretty? Now, where's my nail samples? Child. Look at this beautiful, smoky artwork that I did. I got to zoom in so get y'all closer here. Now, I did these on clear tips, so you can definitely see through that. You could also do, if you wanted to matte your glitters, you could do matte right down the center of that as well. This is another one that I did. These things are throwing all kinds of color. Like they really change color depending on how you tilt it. Lori Cassidy says, what? You can see that's the underneath of it. I'm going to show you how I ombre these so y'all be able to do that too. And then last but not least, I don't know if I'll get to this one tonight. I just did a little color block in there. And let me see if the camera is even going to pick that up. I did just a tiny little flower up in there with those glitters. But these two are my absolute favorite, especially the one with these smoke decals. So are y'all ready? We're ready, Freddie, aren't we? Okay. Let's kind of push these out of the way. Let me grab a paper towel. Thanks for being here on your Wednesday night. It's not dark here yet. I heard that last week was our first sunset after 8 p.m. It sure is cold here. It was 56 is the high today. What's up with that anyway? So first things first, restore and repair. This is a great product for you to sculpt a nail with, to repair a nail with. If you have anybody that has like really thin, filed down nails, it's been over filed, or maybe they've gone to the discount salon over and over and over and over, or maybe someone has just excessively filed the nail plate. This is really good to put some oomph in the nail plate. It needs very little prep work. All you got to do is just barely take off the shine and this will stick to it. This has a primer in it. It is a combination between a rubber-based gel and a builder in a bottle gel. It's a little bit thicker viscosity. So that's what we're going to encapsulate our glitters between. Encapsulate means we're going to let these glitters float between two surfaces, between two wet surfaces. All right. Now your bundle's right up there in the corner. Look, when we turned this bundle on earlier, some of y'all was sitting on ready because you already been shopping. We won't mention any names who did that. We're glad you got it. So I'm going to open my little glitters and just put them, since I'm right-handed, I'm going to put mine right here. I'm going to put them on in this order. I should have told you the name, in this order. So we're going to go with the pink, the mango-y, this really bright orange. If a rainbow were neon, this is the order I'd put it in. And this will make a really pretty ombre. Are y'all getting me there? Am I still in frame? I am. I got room for one more. I love this blue. Look. Sharon, Megan, I wasn't going to mention your name, but she was on it too. Thank y'all so much for grabbing your stuff. Okay, let's take a clear nail tip. You don't have to put this on clear. If you're putting this on a human, you guys, why don't you put it maybe over a nude or maybe even a tinted rubber base? This would be really pretty over. Now, I did polish up, which I didn't get them out of my lamp. I polished up 2 hot pink nails. This is that glow-in-the-dark gaudy hot pink that we have, because I thought that would be really pretty over top it. I just didn't have time to put it on there. It's been an incredibly busy day here today. But again, it would be real pretty on that. Okay, let's prime this nail. A little bit of No Buff. Now, because it's cold, I have my Restore and Repair in my pocket because I like to warm mine up to room temperature. No, to body temperature, It just makes it a little bit more oozy. Okay, we're going to pop down. Because this is a thicker viscosity, I'm going to say a thin layer, but you don't want to see your brush strokes in it, all right? Now, Baby Fan Brush is your very best friend for these types of glitters because she can go in there. She has like where those little hairs are fanned apart. It's like she has teeth, so she can pick these up real easy. And what I also like to use, you guys, is my little Glitter Buddy, my catcher tray, because we've already said when we mix all the colors together, it goes real tutti frutti. So I can catch in the tray all my leftovers, and then I'll make a completely new color with that. So into the wet base gel. We did not cure that. We're going to start with Bombshell. And look, it's okay if we have a few little scraggles in there. See how some kind of strayed away from the mama honey? Wipe off my brush. I'm going to go with Watermelon Warhead. You just kind of let the two colors overlap, and then you won't be able to see where one stops and one starts. This is the Dynamite bundle I'm using tonight. Then we go with Fresh Fusion. These colors are so new, I don't know their names yet. I'll get there. I'll learn it. Fresh Fusion. See how they're just kind of blending one together? Radioactive is this highlighter yellow kind of color. Blend that right into it. Apocalyptic. I don't know why I remembered that one so good. That's the green one. And last but not least is Electric Shockwave. This blue is so pretty. If blue is one of your colors, if you can only get one of these, get the blue one. Because you can use that for beach nails, for, look at that, how pretty. Ooh, child! Now, typically I would have a glove on. You know, I'm out ahead of wearing gloves unless I'm stamping. But when I was full-time behind the chair working on clients, I always wore gloves for every service. So if I'm going to touch that gel, you would want to keep a glove on so you don't overexpose yourself. Do you see how I tapped that down? We don't want any of those glitters poking their heads up through there. All right, let's cure it. Questions while she is curing. Let's see here. I'm looking to see if there are any questions. If you are, would the blue be appropriate for winter? It would be, Pamela. You could use it for winter. You could use it in the spring to do like little bluebells. You could use it in the summer for beach nails, tropical theme. You know, ocean. They say that anytime you do fall nails, especially like orange pumpkins, if you put a touch of blue in with your fall decor, it makes it look super expensive. And you know, one of our colors last year in our fall collection was a blue, and it just completely changed that fall collection. So I think that would be universal. If I were going to do tropical though, I would do these three colors. I think that's got a tropical sunset vibe to it. All right, that's cured. Now a little stiff manicure brush is the perfect thing to use right here. But because mine are down in the classroom, I'm just going to dust it off with this. But you know, a stiff one will get any kind of loose pieces hanging on there. Now we go back into Restore Repair. It's the same thing that we put it on with. And we're going to cover that with a coat of this. So this is the encapsulation part. We had a clear layer first, then we had the glitters, now we have another clear layer. And when you put this clear layer on, you want to scrub that on between so it gets all in the little nooks and crannies of that first layer that you put down. Cure time on that is going to depend on what you encapsulate it with. This is a 60-second cure, so you're just follow whichever gel you're using. And be sure that you're not encapsulating using a traditional base coat, because traditional base coats cure cloudy, and you need this to cure crystal clear so that these glitters sing like the top of the Chrysler building, honey. All right, now we have a generous coat on there. We got a real wiggly light line. See that light line? She's starting to straighten out a little. But what we're going to do now is turn her upside down. Even her backside's pretty. Just turn that upside down and let that gel kind of fall down a little bit. Obviously, if you're working on a human, you're going to have some body heat on there, and that's really going to help to pull that gel down. Oh, much better. I'm going to put her in the lamp. And that's another 60 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and close up all my glitters here because I don't want to get nail dust in these. I'll flip them over so you guys can see the colors. Any question about our TNT Diamond glitters? This is the Dynamite collection I'm using. It reminds you of Lisa Frank. You know what? I would agree with that. I would have to say yes. Hillary gave you a nice little discount in the bundle tonight. So you can thank her for that. All right, when that nail comes out of the lamp, first thing we're going to do is clean off the sticky. At this point, everything is frozen up inside of that gel. It's like Han Solo, honey, when they froze him up in the, what did they freeze him in? They froze his face. When they froze him inside of there, honey, we have frozen up these glitters. Look, it's 7:25 by this time of the day. I'm getting tired and I get stupid when I get tired. You want to use a little aggressive buffer. And what we're doing here is just evening out that surface. If you have one of these glitters that want to show off and poke her head up through there, this will catch it. And this will give you that really pretty light line that you're looking for. That even looks pretty matte, doesn't it? Yes, Miss Tracy, it does. I knew y'all would think so. Pay attention to this area. Even on a human's nail, this can get kind of uneven feeling. You know what? I think we're going to put matte over that one. I got 2 more ready to go, but I haven't given them a buff here. So let me do that. I did up a couple of these ahead of time so we'd have extra. I love this. I would wear it just like this though. Wouldn't you? It's making me want to change my nails. Too early to change them. I always do fresh nails before I teach a class. And we have a big event coming up 2 weeks from today. Big to us anyway. So I'll wait and do fresh nails for that. Let me make sure. Now when you give it a buff, you want to feel it and make sure you don't feel anything rough still sticking up on top of that nail. And she feels good. And let's do the last one here. It should be just a quick buff. It's not anything that you have to pull out an e-file for. It's not anything that you've got to get out your nail file for. If you do, it's okay, but if you put it on the way that I showed you to put it on and really take your time and pat it down into that first layer, you won't have to worry about doing a lot of filing. Okay. She ready. She ready. Let's clean her off. Now, because I buffed these smooth, we're going to do a little bit of treatment on our nail art decals tonight. Typically, we only put a decal over a matte surface. It has to be matte for the decal to stick. But if I've already buffed the surface, it's etched enough to hold that decal. So I don't have to put on another coat of matte top coat. The reason we use the matte top coat is to keep from buffing it, obviously. Because if you're going to put it over a solid color like I have on, you don't want to buff it. But since we had a buff anyway, we're not putting anything else on that. Let's get into our decals here. These liquid smoke decals are amazing. We've got these in black and white, black smoke or white smoke. And these are the really, really thin ones. So they're easy to put on. You got to have your tweezers. Okay. And I like to start on the bottom of mine. And I want to find a tiny one. This right here. I'm going to put this little bitty right there. I'm just going to go straight up the middle. Bend your decal just slightly and then just loosen it up with your tweezers. These are super sticky. As a matter of fact, if you put this down wrong and press it into shape, you're probably not going to get it off. So lightly place these to start with. Am I in frame? Yes. One, I'm going to keep going right up the middle. Let's see here. Excuse me. That came out of nowhere. Look, I can connect these two onto each other. Decals are so pretty for, you know, just quick and easy nail art. You could do this with alcohol ink, but you wouldn't get the same look. You're not going to get the smoke look about it. And you just let that overlap right there. Press it into place. Make sure you don't have cuticle oil on your fingers before you start putting that on. Let's see what else we can fit. Oh, look how nicely that fits together. Oh, child, I'm feeling these nails now. What color is on my nails? I'm wearing the new Cajun Crawfish. It's the brand new release by Gotti that's in our spring collection. And then I put a little bit of Cajun tinsel over top of it. Oh, honey, hold on, hold on. Typically, I lay these down flat to take it off. Let me do that. There we go. Because I have a hard time seeing anything clear through my camera screen. I actually did my nails live, was it Sunday night? I think so. Now that one I got a little overlap on. Or a little folded edge, I meant to say. When I get a folded edge like that, especially if I'm overlapping my decal, I'm just going to grab that folded edge with my nipper. There we go. You can't even tell. Nobody's going to know, honey. Now the top one, I like this one. This is a long nail. Typically, our humans we work on don't wear nails quite this long, do they? So you won't have to use this many. And we'll finish that up right here. There we go, GGO. Let's make sure she's all laid down really good. Now down here we've got some kind of hanging off the edge of that nail. Let's just take our buffer and that just cuts that off like right on the free edge. You could stop right there. You don't have to frame this out how I did. Where are my nails actually? Here. That's how I framed mine out, with a little bit of black gel and some white gel. Since I did that one, let's maybe, we could put a window around this one. That'd be pretty. We could even sponge around it if we wanted to, but I kind of like the window idea. Let's do it. Black gel polish. Now, if you're going to put a window on a nail that you've already glitterized, honey, you better make sure it's nice and smooth. Because if you hit a bump on the road, your gel is going to be bumpy. She actually feels really good. grab a palette. This is Back to Black. This is a one coat black coverage. That's why I like to use that one. And I'm going to grab my 20 millimeter brush. If you don't know what I mean when I say millimeter, millimeter is how long the brush hairs are. From here to the end of those brush hairs is 20 millimeters. And I had that in white earlier. Let me wipe that off. Okay, so let's load up this 20 millimeter brush. It's a nice striping brush, right? So now you go down the side of this nail. Make sure you got plenty of paint in your brush. This is not loading your brush. That's not going to make a line. That's going to make a mess. Our brush is loaded. Lay the brush down flat. And we paint with the belly of the brush. When we lay it down flat, we get a nice straight line on that outer edge. You can go back over, and just in case you got off a little bit, or you need to widen that line out. It would be very difficult to make that straight line with my favorite brush, which is the 9 millimeter brush, because it doesn't hold enough paint to do it. Balance your pinky, lay your brush down flat. If you need a good striping brush, this is it. 20 mm. This is a Kolinsky brush made from Kolinsky hair, so it is chemical resistant. See how we're framing that out? Now I'm going to switch brushes to make this turn up here, because this one is too long to do it. I will switch into 9 millimeter brush to make that little turn. And she is right here. I've not cured that gel yet. It's still wet on there. Load that brush the same way. Let's go right back in this area and come on around. Where those two lines are going to join up, do this kind of thing right there, so it makes one continuous line. This is real easy to do on a human's nail. This is hard to do on these nail tips because they stick up so high in the back. See how we joined it? And we fell off the side just a little bit down here. So I'm just going to fix that line a tiny bit. And same thing here. And that's what we call a window around a nail. Let's cure that, and then I'm going to top coat it, and you're going to see the magic happen. In we go. Questions? Typically, when I clean my brushes out, I clean them in acetone because they're acetone resistant. To say that we can never put a brush in acetone, I don't want it. If I can only clean it in gel, I don't want it, because I have to switch back and forth a lot from black and white and neon and all kinds of things with this brush. So I need to be able to get that product out of there, and that's after I cleaned it in acetone. Now, typically, if I know I'm leaving here on Friday, not coming back till Monday, I'll have a little bit of clear gel on my palette. All right, this is the one that we used, or maybe I have to travel somewhere, and I just work a little bit of that gel into my brush like this. And then just lightly roll it out. And that's enough gel in there that it keeps my brush hairs flat. And then just put your top back on it. Let's put a top coat on her. She's going to be singing. You ready? Oh. No mat over the decal. We don't have to because it's on an etched surface. It is so stuck so strongly to those little etch marks. That's why I didn't mat over top of it. Plus, because I'm over glitter, yeah, I could mat over it and then shiny top coat it, but I am going to get matte somewhere is going to make my glitter dull a little bit. Anytime you have a really buffed etched surface, no, you don't have to do that. Typically, though, we're not putting decals over a surface like this, are we? Typically, we're putting it over polish or alcohol ink or something like that. So you can bend the rule just slightly for this one. Let me show you one more here. While that one's in the lamp, curing. That's a good question, though. Any other questions? You're welcome, Dee. Let me clean the dust off of this little lady. I'm just going to do some black striping on here. Trim this out. And then let me show you what I want to do with the tiny little glitters. I'm going to use the same gel polish. And probably, I think I'm going to use this 9mm brush. Why not? Now I'm really going to load that brush up and press super hard. Press, 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 press. And let that gel polish kind of fade out when she gets over here. I go back in. And just widen it out right there. Now that one is kind of like my guide mark. All of these others have to follow that. And you know what? I'm going to have to put down a little bit of top coat because those etch marks are going to make my gel run. I can't remember how I did it with my sample, but I can see that gel is sinking right into those etch marks. Let me let that dry just a second. I'm only going to cure this top coat for 10 seconds. That way I can top coat over top of it when the time comes and it won't peel off. Let's just freeze that. Here's our little lady done. Here's our sister. I know it's hard to see that on camera because you're getting like a huge reflection off there. It's so pretty, isn't it? This is the Dynamite bundle that I'm using tonight. All right, let's try that again now. We got 10 seconds on that top coat. Let's go back into our black gel polish. And let's lay down the guide mark. The first one, there we go. That's what we needed. And let's go right under her and put down another one. Press really hard. Press, 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 and let up on the pressure. I think we can fit one more. Now, if you're afraid you're going to touch these while you make your way on up this nail, you can certainly cure that much if you want to, but I'm just going to keep going. I have 6 colors of glitter, so ideally I would like 6 Tutti Frutti stripes on here. This reminds me of, what's that gum that was fruit striped? It was a fruity striped gum. I don't even remember. It's vintage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fruit striped gum. I thought that's what it was called. This is the Gaudy Black I'm using on here, by the way. You see how I'm widening out that stripe right over here? There's a purpose for that. You could call this an abstract zebra stripe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got to have one more. If Cindy Jabrino is watching. And we'll just take her on off there. Let me get in frame, Thelma. Just kind of adjust as you go. And there's all of our black. Let's see if we can pull this one down just a little bit more. Let's give that a cure. I'll be right back. Now, while that's in there, I'm going to put out some more Rebound and Rebuild. I'm using Restore and Repair. That's what comes with the bundle tonight. And let's open up our glitters. We have 6 stripes. We need 6 glitters, but we're going to, 6 colors, but we're going to work out of the top. We don't want anything big. We want the medium size and that little, we want the tiniest size and then the size right next to it. You need just a little bit. Radioactive. Raise your hand if you got these glitters tonight. They're so pretty. Look, first time we released Diamond Collection glitters, I didn't even get any. We sold out before the next day and obviously reordered them, but I had to wait about 6 weeks on my own set of glitters. Not today, honey. No. I got my own set. There we go. Let's take a little bit of Restore and Repair. Not much, because we don't want to make this bumpy. We're going to brush that clear, not even really careful, over that stripe. Now, the first one we put down was this bombshell right up in here. So we want to use the matching smaller pieces. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab just a few of those. Look, you thought we were just using glitter. I can fit about 3 right in there. And then I'm going to get some of the little itty bitty babies. And maybe just put a couple of those. Not very many, because I'm going to run out of space here. Maybe one more. Let's move to the next color. You don't have to completely cover this black area. You just need enough of that clear to hold your little glitter pieces. Lay down. Come on. Oh, about right there. And then maybe just a few babies. If it's too tedious for you to fool with the babies, just put a few of these. And because these can slip and slide around, I'm going to freeze that with my flashlight. At least I think I am. Okay, that'll hold it in place. Let's go to the next color. And since I'm working fairly quick, I'm going to go ahead and pop a little bit of that on both of these. Now, problems is when you have two glitters stuck together. So if you have a glitter that just will not lay down, it's possible you've got a double decker. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Of course you do. I'm going to go into the bright yellow. Pretty. I think I can get these last two on here. Oh, almost spilled her. Look, if you drink a lot of coffee, this is not the nail art technique for you to do because your hands will be shaky. But if you have the last client of the day and they want something spectacular and you just not feeling it, honey, this is what to pull out, because this will be an atomic bomb. And there's our blue one. I'm going to freeze that with my flashlight again. And into the big lamp. No, I'm not going to put it in the big lamp because I've frozen it. Now I am going to go ahead and put one last coat, or my top coat, on it, because remember, we didn't cure the top coat all the way. If we put it in the lamp, we'll cure the top coat too much. And we want this top coat to stick to her. And turn that upside down. Thank you, Kim. And let's pop in the lamp. All right, does anybody want one of these matte top coated? Because I do have an extra one made here. Should we matte top coat and see what it looks like? I think we should. Let's do it. That one just has a buffed surface. It's not matte top coated. There's a difference. I personally like glitters like this done with matte. I think they're really pretty. And there's our matte. Let's pop her in. Oh, there is so much reflection of color coming off here. I have to keep changing the angle of that so you get like all of the colors. Yes, Laura. The balance stays on it just like a credit card would. So you just enter that gift card number the next time, and it'll let you use your balance. No worries. Look at that angle. How pretty. Oh my word. And here is matte nail. She pretty, honey. Oh my gosh. I can't hold all those. Let's put these two together. That's beautiful. The bundle is right up in the top of your screen, or she should be. In tonight's bundle, you're going to get all 6 of these glitters. You're also going to get the clear gel that I used, Restore, Repair, and you're going to get these smoky decals. This is black smoke, but we also have them in white smoke in case you're not a fan of the black. If I were getting them, I'd get both, and you'd have a little black and a little white. Let me show you, let's pull that smoke nail back into this. Here's the matte nail along with the smoke nail. See the smoke up the middle of those? How pretty. You can see it really good on the photo because we did a macro shot of the photo and you don't have all this glare going on it. So yeah, any other questions I can grab real quick before we go tonight? Hi, Dawn. You like the matte one, Kez? Thank you. Hey, Amanda, how are you? Yeah, okay, good. I did use, did I use the black ladybug liner? No, I did not. I used the black gel polish, but you could use the ladybug liner. You most certainly could. I just didn't have it handy. This is what I used. And you can see on this one, I put little itty bitty teeny tiny white lines with that 20mm striper that I showed you earlier. You love them all, Sarah. I do too. Thank you, Amanda. Look, we hope you grab, this is the Dynamite bundle. Dynamite bundle. It's $69.99 for all 6 glitters, your clear encapsulation gel, and your decals. All right. Talk to y'all soon. See you later. Bye.